I'm Rob Huddleston. Thank you for joining me today for episode 3 of Busi.media. It's an interesting episode today, in fact, looking at a different perspective from our successes and motivation. In fact, I want to go one step further and say today we are not talking about motivation and we're not talking about success. Today, we're talking about failure. One thing that I want to stress more than anything is that we're all going to fail. You fail, I've failed, we'll fail again, and we'll fail again. It's those tough times where we need to take a look at exactly how we're going to get out of it. Because we could easily slip into this constant ball of failure after failure, this cycle that goes around and around and around, because we give up on something, because our norm is within our grasp. We need to extend that reach. You need to push yourself, push your brain, learn new skills. Skills are defined by the moments that we put ourselves in that push our limits. We'll take those skills, we'll try them, we'll get better. We'll fail, we'll try again. All too often, we'll latch on to somebody else. And we'll say, if I stick with them, I'll be successful. But you'll only get to where their next failure stops them. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for the games. Don't hitch a ride. It's time for you to take the lead. If you're in a situation right now where you're failing, or you failed, and you're about ready to give up on whatever that idea is, now's the time when you need to conquer the most. You need to go after it. We need to chase our dreams and chase our passions. We talk about failure today because you know what? It's ugly. It's nasty. It's the worst part about success. If you let it, tomorrow you will get up and you will not do what you need to do to get to where you want to be. If you let it. It's too easy. Failure eats at us. It's an addiction. It'll dig into us when we're at our lowest. And the one thing that we believe is that if we just sit here and we stop trying, it'll go away. Many people, many successes, many organizations experience this. You turn your head, you focus on something else, you let it slip and you hope it goes away, and you hope that maybe you forget it was there. But that failure will haunt you forever. You can lie to yourself today, you can lie to yourself tomorrow, but it'll always be there that you quit. No point in getting on that. No point in letting that happen. You failed. In your eyes, you failed. And that means you failed. Because no one can convince you otherwise. We can sit here and say that failures are just steps to success, and you know what? That is true when you succeed. If you don't succeed, you just take the pain. Don't let that happen to you. The second it hurts the most, that's when you need to say enough is enough and be stronger. Only the people, only the successes that took that pain, noticed it right away, and started over, only the great ones survive. Imagine being a child, 4 years old. Everybody around you is learning to speak. Everybody's talking. All your friends. Maybe you don't have friends. Maybe you're socially discarded because you don't talk. Up to you're 4 years old. That happened to somebody, someone we all know. Albert Einstein couldn't talk till he was 4 years old. He was expelled from school, considered mentally handicapped. As a child, the type of damage that can do to you will last a lifetime if you let it. He found a way to channel that, and obviously we know the successes he's done so far. They'll never be matched. Without the challenges that he had to overcome, maybe we wouldn't see all the things that he brought to this world. But he learned early, that you can't quit. Albert Einstein, considered mentally handicapped. School for thought. You're lucky enough to make it to the major leagues. You're playing baseball, just what you always wanted to do. You want to hold on to that dream as long as you can. You strike out 1,330 times. Chances are, you're not going to last very long. That is, unless you're Babe Ruth. For decades, he held the record for most strikeouts and ended up being the home run king. Still talked about today. And all he had to say for it is, every strike I get is one more strike closer to hitting the next home run. It's all about your mindset. People like Babe Ruth, people like Muhammad Ali, all had their failures, all had those tough losses, days when they would put the towel over their head and look at the floor. But it's taking that momentum, it's taking that pain, because it hurts when you're that competitive, and channeling it and not letting it happen again. You pushed yourself to a limit where you tripped. You got back up and you won't trip again. Babe Ruth. There's a guy that I know, not a millionaire, hasn't changed the lives of millions, but wanted to be a dad really bad. In 2013, myself and my wife had a miscarriage of our first child. It was devastating. We didn't quit. Later that year we tried again, only to suffer the same fate. As a man, the failure that puts on someone cuts you deep. Could change the course of your life forever. And I'd like to say that for me, it definitely did change the course of my life forever. Yes, I am that man, I'm that guy who didn't make $1 million or hasn't. And I haven't changed millions of people's lives. Yeah, I'm that guy that didn't make $1 million or change 1 million lives, but I didn't give up, because I was looking for something. I was looking for this little girl. I went right after what I wanted, even when it hurt the most. Maybe she will. You're gonna go out there and you're gonna change all those lives? Maybe. Don't give up. Best is yet to come. Love you, baby girl.